The final top story is who pays for Bitcoin wallets. This is from Scoresby. 59 comments, 19,000 cents. Dang, this is a banger post. Keyan, what's this?
Yeah, so Scoresby he summarizes how Bitcoin wallets make money right now, but the starting question is, what are the business model for these open source Bitcoin wallets? Things like Sparrow, Electrum, Spectre. How are they paying the bills? How are they paying the developers? How are they maintaining the software? Because you do want someone to be around to patch these things if there's a security problem, or you need new features and you're maybe inexperienced with other software. So how are these things paid for? And so he has this table in here where he summarizes whether it's open source, whether it has a custodial option, whether it has a revenue model and what the revenue model is, what the price of it is. For instance, Sparrow is open source, non-custodial, and has a donation revenue model and doesn't have a paid tier outside of the donations. It doesn't have another way to make money. But lists a bunch of stuff in here, and just kind of goes over the variety of ways that wallet developers make money, and is skeptical of the long-term sustainability of it, and whether we're getting the best wallets that we possibly can get with that business model. And we might be able to produce many low-quality wallets over the long term, even without a business model. But he's wondering if maybe if we had better business models, we would have better wallets, and what might be the better model for paying for a wallet. And then he kind of explains all the various schemes that he's seen, and other people in the comments chime in with, he's pretty exhaustive here, covers most of them, but there are a few variations that are on those categories that are expressed in the comments.
Yeah, so let's go through them. So it looks like Bitcoin Core has grants, so it's free. Sparrow is donation based, so it's free. Electrum is donation based, so it's free. Spectre, Swan, so it's free. Blue Wallet is unknown, it's free. That's the one that's on the App Store and Android and everywhere. That one, I feel like, don't they have... I thought they charged for stuff inside the app. I haven't used Blue Wallet in years.
I don't know.
That might have been the first wallet I ever used, to be honest. Shield Bach. I don't know what that one is. Yeah, that's donation based. That's free. Proton, obviously that's Proton Mill. So that'll be I don't know if that's free because you're paying for Proton Mill, because I think that's still the only way you can get the Bitcoin wallet now, right? Have they released that to free users yet?
I think they did. I think it was at one point gated.
Okay, but they're making money off of, some would say, the deep state, right? Proton?
I don't know the deep state, but at least they have a company that makes money otherwise that is funding the wallet, just like Spectre was acquired by Swan.
Okay.
I see. That will come. Company, deep state, what's the difference? Deep capitalism.
Deep capitalism, I love that. That's my new favorite word. Bitcoin Safe, I don't know what that is, but call those grants. Liana, what's that?
Liana is another Bitcoin wallet, like a lot of these. They have partners. I don't know what exactly partners means, but
yeah, partners, not sure. Wasabi, didn't they shut down though?
Yes, but at one point they were, I think, sustaining themselves with
CoinJoin fees.
CoinJoin fees. They were making quite a bit of money.
And then Arigura.
Yeah, that's another
CoinJoin fees
wallet.
Nunchuck, that's NBK's, right?
NVK? No.
Nunchuck? No?
No, I don't think so. It's its own entity, its own company. They do.
Yeah. I thought that was the one that worked with the Tap Signer.
It does work with Tap Signer.
Oh, okay.
I don't think NVK. Maybe he's an advisor or.
Oh, I thought that was the only. I
Otherwise.
thought that was the one that worked with the. I mean, that was the way Vivek explained to me. Maybe
My
I'm
understanding,
wrong.
it's a mobile first Bitcoin wallet.
Oh, I'm just misinformed.
It's like a mobile first Sparrow is how I think about it.
Then why wasn't there a time where it only worked? Never mind. Forget I said that. Bad information.
I'm pretty sure it's always been independent of Cold Card.
I thought it was. Wasn't there a time where it only worked? Anyways, it doesn't matter. Keeper, which that's the one that we've been testing, right? That's the one that does the multi-sig one.
In the design club?
Yeah.
I think so. Either that?
Yeah.
I think so. Bitcoin Safe is
That's one of the beds that's making that, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
It used to work on
I forget.
Spectre.
Yeah, so those are subscriptions. Thea, I don't know what that is. That's subscription. Green, so that's Blockstream.
Thea is actually YC funded.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Green, that's Blockstream.
Yep.
So that's free. Envoy. That's which one's that one? That's Foundation. Yeah, that's Foundation.
Passport.
That's the Passport. But they're doing like Monero now too, right?
Yeah. Yep, they are now.
Okay. And then BitKey. That one's Jax, right?
Yep.
So that's like Cash App, Square funded.
Yeah, but he's saying like the business entity itself is maybe they're maybe writing it off the cost of the software because they're selling devices, or they're offsetting it with the sale of devices.
Yeah. Casa. So their subscription. AnchorWatch subscription. Unchained subscription, River. Fee spread. Well, isn't River subscription too though? Don't they have like a subscription attached?
I don't think so.
No? Is it just fees?
I think so.
Okay, Swan
Like most
subscription,
exchanges.
on-ramp. Which is on-ramp again? Oh yeah, on-ramp's it's like Casa and Unchained.
Unchained, yeah, there's like a bajillion of these now.
Okay. So software is a relationship. It's better to be a customer. So how do Bitcoin wallets make money? So he's not talking about Lightning. He's just talking about like on-chain stuff, it sounds like.
Yes, primarily
On-chain.
But he says be a layer 2. I think that he's talking about, Breeze, Zeus, how are they funding themselves, their wallets.
Yeah.
I don't think he has them listed here, but that is one of the revenue models, like the LSP model,
Yeah.
service model.
Yeah, I don't really think there is a way to make money on-chain at this point, right?
Well, that's what he's wondering. Is there a better way to do this? Is he missing something?
Yeah, I think they pretty much covered it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beg for it. So he's outlined 7 ways. Beg for it. Do the freemium subscription thing. Sell a device. Be a custodian. Take commission. Be a layer 2. Just sell your software. Is it a problem? Be a layer 2 seems to be working and then he says here, taking a cut of Lightning or some other layer 2 action does make sense. There certainly are a lot of wallets that are trying this. Zeus, Phoenix, Breeze, Blitz, Zebedee. Didn't include any of them in the above table because none of them have a really great solution for cold storage, at least that I'm aware of. All layer 2s on Bitcoin require hotkeys. That's not exactly the same kind of wallet you want to trust your life savings. What do you think about all this, Scoob?
I think it's a great question. I think it's possible that all these companies are missing something, and there's a way to maybe sustain development of wallet software in a way that no one else has done yet. But I agree with. I think it's a great question, and I think it's possible we can do better. So, but it does. Donations seem to work really well for a period of time, and then eventually the developer gets, maybe exhausted, burned out from doing the donation model, and they're only earning it from donations. No one's really like a paying customer, really. So maybe they don't have such an obligation, a commitment. So that's maybe not great. Yeah.
I think I can bring up some stuff, but it'll probably piss people off.
Like what?
I mean, you can sell. I mean, you can sell through compliance, right? I mean, there's a lot of Bitcoin companies behind the scenes that are selling data and all sorts of stuff to agencies and governments that we don't talk about. So that's one way to make revenue.
But I think he's talking specifically about wallets that we'd want to use and products that we want to use, which wouldn't do that. So
yeah, but
so
I'm saying
if you're like an honest product that isn't.
But I'm saying that's one way to make revenue, and that's one way people are making revenue. That's not on this list. So.
Yeah, I also don't think that's probably happening too much yet. I think it's hypothetical still, even from a perspective of people making money. But we do know there are some companies in the space that dabble in chain analysis adjacent activities as a
got to talk about this stuff
as a business model.
Stackers rely on me to tell the truth.
Well, we do talk. I mean, these things do get talked about pretty frequently. You muted a lot of people.
What did you say?
All the mutes in there. I believe you muted.
Yeah, because I have to say the truth.
We all know who you muted.
I have to say the truth sometimes, and people don't like it, so they call me names. Anyways, but yeah, I think this is a good discussion. Good on Scoresby for posting this, but I don't know. I don't know where we go from this. I think there's still a long way. I think this battle's still a long way from getting settled. Maybe stablecoins will save us. What do you think, Keyan?
No, not here at least. Unless Tether wants to start making a Bitcoin wallet, and that is like really good.
There was a great post that Bitcoin News posted this week on Stacker.News. They were sharing the interview that they had with Paulo.
Yeah,
he was talking about the early days of Bitfinex or whatever, and he was saying that people were more revolutionary and that kind of stuff, and he doesn't see that type of thing anymore.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think